sure-handed tight end. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Falcons and the Chiefs under the lights on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a very happy new year to all of you watching this one. Joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, saying hello for the first time in the new year, Brock. And also, as we end another regular season, this our penultimate contest before the old NFL calendar flips a page and our postseason arrives.
And this is where you want to put your best foot forward to begin one year and end another. Your New Year's resolution. Start the calendar year off right and give all the effort you got. Empty the tank over these last couple weeks. And end this regular season playing the best football you've got in you.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And it's time to close an exciting week of football here on Monday night. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Getting on the ground with Algier. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. From the shotgun, Penix. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And now they face second and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Penix working from the gun. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll run here on first down. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a handoff for Algier. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with third down and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Penix on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, what a stiff arm. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll try and take an option left side. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Completed to Flowers. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Third and just 2 to go. To the air with Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover on the first series of this game. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the
Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And with just this and one more game to go this season, he's 2 good weeks away from leading the league in passing yards for the year. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action. Here's Penix. Caught. Nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. From the 22 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. He brings it in. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has it in close. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Algier. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Penix looking to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So we've reached the end of one on the first day of the new year. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Here's Penix. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get the game's first points here in the second. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Return lanes don't open for him. He stops shy of the 15. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And with just one game to go after this one, a terrific campaign has him in position to lead the league in touchdown passes this season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and in.
Front four going crazy.
The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And as we draw closer to that final week of the season, he's drawing closer to finishing the campaign as the NFL's leader in receptions.
And now, like always,
First down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Algier on first down. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Algier running behind center. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. This throw is cut. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Penix working from the gun. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. Come away with 3.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action, Mahomes. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. 6 defensive backs out there. Falcons in the dime on 3rd. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
It's fielded at the 14. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
We send a man in motion. Trying it right side with Allen. Across the 45 and still going. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
I get called for a hold every stretch play now.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Penix on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Penix on first down. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Falcons will have a first. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Falcons leading near the break. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, here's Penix. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Running it after the penalty. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. From the shotgun, Penix splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
2nd and 8. This one falls incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And again, it's Penix. Hits him on the out route. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for them.
Stadium is quiet.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. So we've reached halftime on the first night of our new year. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. Jordan Addison, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Bo Nix, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Saints knew a victory was necessary to have any shot, and they got it, as they get it to 9-7 with 1 week to go. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And that's good. The new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They motion the tight end over. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. That one's complete, right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It's about 43 yards for him. Up and good from Blankenship. And the gap closes to 14 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. a handoff to Algier. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action. Here's Penix. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. Second down. On the option, it's Algier. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards there, and it's now 3rd and 14. Penix here from the gun. It is caught left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, they go with Algier. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action, here's Penix. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. First and 10 now from the 30. First throw for the backup now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Efficiency, exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. from the 39. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Here's a throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for second down. Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. First down, ball at the 36. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
Couple yards there on second down, and now a long ways to go on third. He'll look to throw. Mims with the grab. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Flowers now to return it. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd down carry for Algier. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So that brings us to the end of 3 on New Year's Day. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll run the counter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's going to step out with no gain.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, Penix. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Penix on first down. Has it at the 7. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. This is Allen on the give. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Motioning the tight end left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Brought in right side. And he'll go down, we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Setting up a throw. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. They'll try and throw it here. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Can't we score? Wait for this.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Sending a tight end in motion left. Throw on 3rd down. Complete over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He finds him beyond the mark. marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Shut up.
Goal to go. They're passing. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Kate. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Trying to set this up quick. 2nd and 10 now. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to throw this one. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Pass complete to Wiley. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. 1st down from the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll throw it. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Brock. What has been an incredible stretch of games for them. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Kansas City.